one of the big things that's working really, really well on Twitch is if you link your account to Battle.net, for example, if you have a Twitch account and you link it to Battle.net, which is the Overwatch portal, you can be rewarded with in-game assets. So things like skins or stickers, which are really important to these fans and these players. And it's just something to have a think about going forward from your OTT perspectives of how do you reward your viewership for coming and sticking around and coming to your sport and staying for more than 20 minutes or half an hour. Somebody made a point yesterday that people don't have time to watch an entire game of football. I completely disagree. I think if it's relevant and it rewards you, they do. So for us, our average view time per person per day is 106 minutes, which is pretty insane when you think about it as a platform. But it's because you have that consistent reward system that people want to stick around.
Again, as we sort of captured and recognised and realised that we had this amazing product and show on our hands, we set about discussing with Amazon how we take it to market and how we market and promote the show globally. And I think the interesting dynamic in our show probably versus some of the other sports shows that Amazon had done is that, you know, you sort of bring together these two marketing machines, one in Amazon and one in Manchester City. So we sort of really unleash the full arsenal of inventory, assets, channels, routes to markets we have at our disposal at being a leading global football club. So you'll see here the types of inventory, tactics and channels we use to promote the show and create a level of noise around the launch, which then was sustained through the following weeks and months. So we started and launched and premiered in Manchester. We had talked and sort of told you the idea of doing it on tour in the States, but it made more sense to do it in our home in Manchester. So we had a big VIP event in Printworks, a big iconic cinema theatre in Manchester. Was a fantastic event. Pep and the entire first team squad. It was actually the first time that they'd seen the show, so we played the entire first episode, and the reaction from the players was actually was phenomenal. You see Vincent Kompany being interviewed by Gabby Logan here, and it was pleasing for all of us who'd kind of put our heart and soul into the project over a number of months to see the reaction that we got from both the audience but from the playing staff as well. Otherwise, we probably wouldn't be invited back to the Etihad anytime soon. Again, what we were able to do is deliver these really significant, highly visible marketing and media assets to, again, create noise, momentum, and get people talking about the show. And we're also blessed, clearly, that we've got a squad full of international superstars that have their own digital followings, social followings in their own right. So, again, because they were so impressed and pleased with the content and how it showcased them, most of them took to their social media channels to promote and talk about the show, clearly featuring themselves and playing to their own vanity. But it gave our show another boost, which was great, and helped, say, create and stimulate noise on a global basis. There are a couple of things at play here. One was there was a fairly significant turnover of the key decision makers within the Amazon Studios business. So I guess the people that believed in the project and believed in the opportunity left. And we were a little bit devoid of sort of internal support. I think actually the more poignant and sort of relevant point is that is if you look at what Amazon have done with the NFL series of All or Nothing, they've moved and migrated it from club to club to club. So they've tried to provide a different perspective, a different lens, maybe appeal to a different fan base. So I think by any measure, and I'm sure Jay or anyone from the Amazon leadership team, if you ask them now, would say the success or the show was a success. But delivering a second series, they've actually tried to do some other clubs. And again, I think it's testament to the ability, creativity of the people in our business that we were able to crack the code and deliver this. Other clubs have failed to do that with them. So I'm sure there will be more with Amazon, with us and other clubs.
For us, in our vision, if you are a fan from Dortmund, you only see news about Schalke, their rivalry, if they lose. Because we as a league offering have to produce a platform, have to produce websites, have to produce apps that are highly personalized. Are we there yet? No. We're scanning regularly the market for recommendation engines which deliver what we need, so a positive and a negative, and most of the recommendation engines only do false positives. So they tell you more of what you like, but we would like to have the rivalry, we would have like the negative side also represented, and we are there quite far in our vision, what we want to achieve, but we're still looking for the right technologies.